Nag Hello, guys. Thank you for watching the Awesome 10X Show. It's August 11, 2020, and here with me are two wonderful artists. Today's title is How Titas of Manila Invest in U.S. Global Markets. So as you can see, a lot of the Filipinos are very intimidated. They think that this is like a young person's job. But we have to prove that people who are also titas can make some money, and maybe you can encourage this wider number of housewives, individuals staying at home. They can enjoy their life, but also invest, and it can actually help them earn some money. And so maybe the first question I'd ask is, Jo, you first have to give them an introduction. How did you invest? And then what made you invest? How long have you been investing? Same question too for both Jo and Minda. So maybe you can tell them, if you are okay, tell them your age, or just like, let's say, sabi mo, I'm past my 50s, or I'm past my
Oh, yeah.
ganyan, ganon. Mga ganon
No,
lang. Okay. Sige, let's
okay.
tell the world that it's not intimidating.
Oh,
Go.
it's not. So
Go,
I
Jo.
started investing. Well, I'm Jo. I'm 52. And I started investing siguro mga 2004, but not actively. And then, I think 2007, the financial crisis ata yun. That's when I started investing and rode the growth of the economy. Philippines pa lang nun. And then I think I started investing globally with Nikki last year. Tapos, it was like, ano na. And then I invited Minda and cousins to start going global. So at first well, actually it's not hard kasi if you've done investing in the Philippines,
Mhm.
it's the same strategy if you invest abroad. It's more, just have to know what you're buying, company you're buying, and that's where Nikki comes in kasi I rely on Nikki's research, and that's how I know what to buy and when to buy and how much to buy. So yun.
What are the sige, si Minda naman next. Minda, can you tell us like your background? How did you get yourself involved in the markets? Yun. Tell them your investment journey.
Yes. I started investing just last year.
Hello.
Told me to,
Hindi ko narinig.
Philippine and also global.
Siguro lapit ka pa, Minda.
Choppy?
Mahina.
2019.
Okay.
Okay.
Come closer siguro. Try to come closer.
Yan.
Yan.
Yeah. I started investing just last year with the prodding of
Go.
course, my Jo Ogonko. And, and she introduced me to Nikki.
Mhm.
Then, because before I'm a businesswoman, and I'm so afraid in stocks investment.
Mhm.
Because, I just invest on some little bonds,
Mm.
some time deposit, and then when invited me, and then I knew Nikki, I just rely on what she's telling me because I really have zero knowledge in stock investment. But really, it pays that Nikki's the one doing researching for us. So,
Yes.
yeah, but you should always, also think of what stocks do you like. And sometimes, syempre, it's what you like. But you should follow Nikki because she really do the researching for us. So now, I'm really glad that I met Nikki through Jo. Medyo lumakas na yung loob ko to invest.
Yes.
And of course, I think what people aren't aware is that these two Titas of Manila might actually surprise everyone. We have been able to invest early in mga Zoom video, DocuSign, Lattice Semiconductor. Jo and Minda probably impressed them about the companies you own. some are companies that everybody knows. But the point that we are making here is that we have invested in them early. So
Yeah.
before the COVID pandemic, we already have DocuSign, we already have Zoom video. So we had that time stream move.
Mm.
And then, of course, maybe you guys can share to them how did Awesome 10X change your thinking? Like, was there something that I taught you that made you become more confident, holding your winners? Kasi we always say hold on to your winners and hold on to your losses.
Yes.
What is it about your system that you've incorporated from the Awesome 10X classes that makes you aware why your money that you've made is not just through luck? Kasi yes, people would say, di ba, luck lang yan. Na, oh, you got
Ah.
lucky, you invested last year, the markets went down, the market
Mm.
went up. Maybe tell them about your experience. Kasi you've probably seen your stock cash account go down during the COVID
Oh yeah.
pandemic. And then, of course, you also saw it go up. So
Yes.
maybe tell them your experience. Siguro, ano, sige, Jo first and then Minda
Okay.
next. Tell them your COVID pandemic experience.
Sige. So, COVID pandemic experience, I think yun yung ano, talagang sobrang scary because I think my portfolio was down 20%. And I was like, oh my God, what
Mm-hmm.
can you buy with 20%? Eh, na-allocate mo na yan eh. So, one of the things I
Mm-hmm.
remember Nikki saying is to just allocate 3 to 5% of your portfolio on a single stock. And then you try to invest siguro 40 to 50% para meron ka pang tira to buy cheap stocks. So in my head, it's like,
Mm-hmm.
when you go shopping, pag nakita mo sale, ang saya-saya mo because you want to go shopping. So I think the pandemic crisis is the kind of sale season in my view. So that was the time sana that I could have bought a lot but naipit ako because my portfolio was bought last year. So some of the stocks were bought on a comparatively high price versus pandemic price. But if I look at my portfolio now, masaya kasi like Mercado Libre is like 93% up. Yung Nike ko is 24% up. Zoom was 59% up. But during March, April, May season, it was really in the red. So, ang sa akin lang, I think the tip I would give people is not to be scared. Do not sell your losses. And if you're holding on to good companies, there's no reason to be afraid. And then yun nga, listen to Nikki's mga research because it's really in-depth. For me, like, I don't really know how to do technical stuff. So I rely on Nikki's research and then I'll just do a follow-up, uh, parang read up and confirmation lang na okay, tama yung sinabi ni Nikki and it fits my goal and it fits what I want and what I know. Then, yun.
Okay ka lang? Are you there?
Nahulog lang yung iPad ko.
Okay, okay. Sige lang,
It's
sige lang.
okay. It's my iPad
It's
that
okay.
fell. It's okay.
It's the iPad
Not
that
me,
fell,
not
guys.
Yeah, not me, not me. Okay, go.
Mm. Ikaw naman,
So,
Ma'am
yeah.
Minda. I always call you
Yeah.
ma'am. I should just call you Atsi. Atsi. Atsi Minda. How's your
Okay.
COVID experience? So the market fell. What can you say? You've got Netflix, you've got Microsoft. Bumagsak
I
din
got
naman
you.
yun eh, di ba? You've got Zoom Video. So what are your favorite what are the companies na baka ma-impress sila that magulat sila. So you were telling me a while ago na you're very happy with Lattice.
Yeah,
Ano yung mga companies? Sige, tell them what you own. What do you currently own?
yeah, during the pandemic this March, I was so afraid because it really went down my portfolio to 20%. So, oh my God,
Mm-hmm.
Joe, what happened? I'm so afraid because it's the first time, you know. And then, little by little, with your prodding, no, you buy this, but make your portfolio 3 to 5% only so you can sleep at night. And then,
Yes.
with the winning stocks, like for example, I have Lattice, I have the Canadian Solar. How do I know this one? Because of you. I'm not so fond of reading about this stuff. Then the run, the sun run is good
Sun
because
run.
yeah,
Magugulat sila, no? May sun run ka. Guys, for those who aren't aware, sun
sun,
run went from $8 to $46
yeah,
from March till now. So we have
Wow.
those solar winners.
yeah.
For those who aren't aware, Lattice Semicon went from about 16, 17, 18. Now it's 31, 32. So she's
Whoa.
mentioning LSCC. Lattice Semiconductor is actually our 5G play through FPGAs, field programmable arrays. Of course, I studied it for them and I discussed it to the class. Go ahead, go tell them, Minda, what are your winners? Zoom video
Spotify.
times 3.
Di ba
Ano
this
pa?
one?
Yes.
Spotify
Ano
is
daw?
one. Spotify.
Spotify. O nga naman. Spotify, very easy lang, no? O, sa mga taong nagsasabi na lahat na lang ng picks namin is mahirap. Meron kami Spotify. What else?
The C
Ano
limited.
daw?
I got it from
Si
60
Limited. Yes,
122.
63. Woohoo! Oh, guys, we have C Limited. 63. Oh, 122. Oh, 100% making money while sleeping, no?
Yes.
Minda and Joe, people are really people are how do we say this? They're surprised. They're surprised that we can make money while sleeping. Can you tell them
Yes.
why is it? Why do you think we can make money while sleeping? Even if we have 5% positions, we have 20 names.
Agree.
People's, di ba, the view of people is ang hirap niyan kasi you have
Yes.
20 names. What makes you sleep well? What makes you sleep confidently at night na you will hold your C limited 60, now it's 120, you haven't sold a single share.
Mhm.
And people would say, hindi ba babagsak yan? Why do you think na, what's the secret? What's the secret of our system?
The
Ano yung
secret
mga,
is
ano?
we are holding all the winners through you. You introduce us to the winners, the stock winners. That is the secret.
So basically, winners win. To everyone on the audience, the reason why we are confident holding our winners is because number one, although we are passively holding our winners, I do remind everyone that I am keeping track of them actively through the Awesome 10X
Mhm.
system. So Shopee, C Limited, the owner of Shopee and Garena, has been beating Lazada. Free Fire has been growing so well during the COVID pandemic. If you own a business that's growing 100%, it's quite natural why your share prices should also increase at the same level, hiring so many people. So
Mhm.
we know that we have the Amazon of Southeast Asia. So why would we sell, diba? And we
Yes.
have like Zoom video before the pandemic. So during the pandemic, it's true that every stock fell 20%. But most of the stocks that we had recovered quite fast. So
Yes.
Jo was saying a while ago that we were discussing na she had 25% of her portfolio in Amazon. And Amazon Video went from, Amazon Video tuloy. Amazon, the company went from 1.6 to 3.1 while we're
Yes.
sleeping. While we're sleeping. It's
While
not
we're
as if like we are
sleeping.
trading. Guys, we can make 100% in Amazon. Isn't that great? Uh, why do you think why did we hold? Number one, we talked about it that e-commerce was growing strong. It
Mm.
was discussed in our classes that even in a bear market, $11,000 of revenue was happening per second in Amazon. So I
Yes.
gave the shareholders of Amazon all the reasons to hold. And then the people who don't have Amazon, you guys have the opportunity to buy at 1617. And I'm
Yeah.
sure that it was hard to buy, but definitely those were really opportunities of a lifetime, no? So you
Yes.
mentioned that you've got Mercado Libre, you're up
Oh,
100% on Meli.
yes.
So you bought some Mercado Libre during the COVID pandemic time.
Mhm.
Um,
Yes.
Minda, did you buy something during COVID time or you were shocked that it was falling and then okay lang, sige, I'll just hold on. Did you buy something during the COVID? During the sale, what were the companies that you bought, you believed in, or hinawakan mo na lang? Anong mga stocks yung mga binili mo? Did you buy something during the COVID time?
I added
Sunrun, yes, you bought some solar.
I added
You added on
Spotify
Zoom?
and
You added Spotify?
Netflix.
Ano daw?
Yung nakasama
Netflix,
Netflix.
yes.
Netflix.
Nvidia rin, meron ka.
Yes.
Nvidia, may esports ka, di ba? Nvidia, ESPO, C Limited. Ayan.
Ruko.
Sige, tell them. Baka sabihin nila, ako lang nagsasabi eh. Totoo naman eh. Ikaw, Minda, sabihin mo sa mga tita dyan.
I have Serens. Imagine Serens, di ba? From 38, now it's 50.
Alam mo, maraming mga tao, hindi nga nila alam yung serens eh. O see,
Ako, hindi ko
50% off
alam.
tayo ng serens. Hindi ka pumunta sa class eh. Pag nag-miss out ka ng class, 50% yung nawala sa'yo. So we were
Oo
buying
nga eh.
serens, guys. Serens is the voice, so talking to the car. So in the future, cars will talk back to us through serens. No? So that is a great technology. I discussed this is an awesome 10x pick. So serens. Grabe, Minda, nagugulat sila sa mga stock picks mo. 100%
Kasi
yung mga
Minda,
winners
hindi yata
mo.
nag-absent eh, no? Always present.
Yan din yung ano, guys, yan din yung secret to making money. Always attend the class, no?
Yes.
Ma'am Minda is always there on class. So she listens to the awesome 10x picks. So she has Serens, Lattes. She's got C Limited. Ano pa? Canadian Solar, Sunrun. Sabihin na ba natin lahat ng mga awesome 10x picks natin?
Dati.
May
Yes. Also, yes.
ano pa? Plural site. O see, meron pa siya online education, plural site. We even
Ilang
had
stocks
to
hawak mo,
learn.
Minda?
She owns 24 na. 24 winners. She has 24 positive winners. O ha? Nakagulat ba? Naka-surprise? Napakadali
So
lang.
she
Pag may
started
awesome
last
10x.
year lang.
Yeah. I think like most people are still threatened. What's your advice to people who are thinking na ang hirap niyan, global markets, no? So what should I do? May nagsasabi bookshelf goals. So bookish ka raw ba? Actually, they are painters, guys. So they
Yes,
paint for hobbies. Ano yung mga ano nyo? How do you spend your life? Maybe hindi nila naintindihan how easy or how hard. What's the transition? Mahirap ba? So you go to class, you implement, you execute, tapos tulog lang, ganun lang.
Yes.
By sleeping.
Make money while sleeping, no? So
Correct,
guys,
correct.
actually, the reason why we can make money while sleeping is because behind that make money while sleeping system, I actually spend about 7 to 8 hours every single day trying to actively track our stock picks. So you can ask me about our stock picks and I can tell you what's happening in Canadian Solar, in Sunrun, so C Limited, alam din namin yung mga earnings. So we have a group. So the Awesome 10X system is a community of global Filipino investors. But of course, we also invite non-Filipino investors. Our tribe has become bigger. We have some Americans. We've got, I'm happy to say that we have some Indians listening to the show, watching the show. Some of them are actually subscribing. I have a German who said that he's watching, and thank you, Dao, because we got the Vuzi. He was watching. Of course, we've got several friends who are happily watching the Awesome 10X show. Again, for everyone who's watching this only on the first time, the Awesome 10X group is actually it's a free. We have a free service every single day. We have the YouTube channel, but we also have some premium content if you want to watch and attend our classes. So Minda and Jo do attend classes. We have Zoom classes. Minda attends every day when she can. So she is very aware of the awesome 10x companies. Of course, she knows a lot because of listening. So watching the class, learning about these great winners, and so we invest on winners and we hold on to the winners. So we get to ride their growth because we are happy that the companies we own are having great businesses that are growing during even pandemic. In fact, it accelerated, no? So I saw that Minda and Jo had a artist class. Were you the ones who actually taught them to use Zoom video? are you happy that you invested in Zoom Video before the pandemic?
Yes.
So,
Yes.
guys, we own Zoom Video ever since 80. We also bought
Mm.
Beyond Meat before the crowd. So
Yes.
masaya to make money while sleeping
Correct.
and still holding on, no? 260 ngayon, 250. So Minda is very happy with her Spotify. Do you listen to the music or do you use the stocks that you're buying? So you're not listening to music. Basta you bought Spotify. Okay lang din. So you made more than 50%. We featured Spotify
Yes.
150 eh. So now it's 240. So yeah, sobrang ganda ng mga stock picks natin. So,
Yes.
what can you say to them who have goals? Their goals have to be, actually, I remember, Minda and Jo were saying, Jo was saying to Minda, Minda, mag-invest ka. Yan yung pang travel funds natin.
Yes.
Nagka-travel lang yung dalawang yan, guys. Di yan, di yan nagsuspend ng hours. So, parang make money while sleeping dati before
Oh,
pandemic, make money while traveling, make money while just shopping. Oo. So, maybe you can tell them, so yes, they discussed the diversification. So 3 to 5% on each
mm-hmm.
company so that no matter what happens, one company will not make you or break you, no? So
Yes.
that's really what we always discuss. And you guys are artists eh. So I saw nga na may Zoom videos kayo. So ano yung mga
Yes.
companies na na-discuss natin na naging relevant talaga sa lives nyo? So nakita ko kasi, I sneak peek on your Facebook page.
Yes.
And I saw
So
ano,
for me, So for me, no, during the
okay.
pandemic, and tama yung sinabi mo, you buy what you know, buy what, kahit hindi mo naman ginagamit eh, but if you know people are using them or sometimes in your other life, you use them, like Zoom. Sobrang important sa atin ngayon ang Zoom, especially when you are sabik to be in a company na dati-rati. Kami ni Minda, we meet up every week. Ngayon, ang tagal-tagal na
Mhm.
namin hindi nakikita, so we only talk sa Zoom, sa Viber.
Yes.
And then Amazon naman, it's, what people do for shopping na. Tsaka may Amazon Prime Video. So, naka-stock na rin kami dyan. Microsoft, we also use that. For me, ang hawak ko nga lang, Zoom and Netflix and Amazon, yung for me, it's very, very relevant now dahil sa COVID. But I remember lang, dati-rate, I kept telling my friends na, you invest in the stock market, you don't gamble in the stock market. Kasi some people think investing in the stock market is like gambling and it involves luck. So I keep telling them it does not involve luck. It's just like you are buying an inventory ng, para ka buy and sell. You buy a stock, that's your inventory. Hopefully, you buy at a cheap price and you buy at a high price. So, yun yung stock mo. Kung wala kang masyadong emotional involvement with your hawak mo sa portfolio mo at meron kang set naman na, pag 10% magbibenta na ako, that's outright a win for you. But for somebody like me who sometimes wala rin time to really focus on trading na pagka 10% magbibenta na ako, I let it sit. And surprise, surprise, ayan, like Amazon, who would have thought Amazon would be 30% up from the time I bought it? Or Meli, Mercado Libre would be up 100% from the time I bought it. Hindi ko na sila pinapansin during the, siguro past 2 months after that peak ng COVID kasi na, some life happens. So, iwan ko lang siya dyan. And then, yan, it just grew. So for me, I think masasabi ko wag lang sila matakot.
Sige. I'll answer lang kasi there's a comment. Somebody's asking, hi, may I know what class you're talking about? Sorry, first timer here. So for the question, actually, I do conduct classes. I do conduct free Friday classes here on YouTube. So these classes are televised, so telecasted for free. You can check our YouTube channel, Awesome 10X. We have so many videos. I created last Friday 8 easy money, no-brainer picks for easy money eh. I discussed Nintendo, Facebook, Sony, Microsoft. Tapos meron din kami mga picks like C Limited. So yun, 100% up sila Minda. Sometimes I will discuss companies like Vuzi, VUZI, that is a wearable trend. So I was opining that the next S curve, the next smartphone industry is gonna be smart glasses. So we have discussed this, the wearables trend. Minda a while ago was discussing solar. Solar companies are one of our top 10 X picks. So we have made money on Enphase, Canadian Solar, for solar. And then Joe was saying na the important thing here is not to take profit on 10%. Kasi to be honest, I tell my students, we're not here for 10%. Kaya nga awesome 10x eh. A meaning of 10x is 1 to 10. So we are choosing companies that are growing 100% because their sales revenues are growing so wild that it doesn't make sense to sell it at 10%. If you have a company growing from 100 to 200, you've seen a Zoom video go from 30 million to about, sorry, from 10 million meeting participants to 300 million meeting participants. So even if it is very expensive today at 250, we aren't selling. So the key to making money is holding winners. So Minda a while ago mentioned Plural Site. Plural Site is just beginning. We got in at about 18 and 17. Plural Site now is 21, 22. We have been discussing this in class, that this had a technology upskill. A lot of people would need to upskill their tech skills. And for only $500 per year, I called it the Netflix of education. Plural Site is the Netflix of education for tech field, technology field, if you wanted to study cybersecurity, Python language, and so forth. So the classes that we do is we have free Friday classes. That's in-depth, that's deep dive. It's also here on YouTube. And then of course, if you want to pay, we do this daily. So Monday to Friday, 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. Philippine time. Let me share to you a few screens, guys. Let me share lang, promote ko lang. So this is me. So a lot of people actually wanted to invest in oops, sorry, that is a class pick. Wait lang. We are revealing our class picks. It's okay. You will know about it next time. Awesome10x.com. So let me just share to you a few things. The awesome10x.com, the goal really here is to invite Filipinos to learn how to make money globally. So globally invest with me. So go to my courses. My courses are kind of cheap, 2,000 pesos a month. You get access to all of these videos starting from zero. So we have a core training here. You just view the product. Each person can watch this, no? So you can see an introduction, how is long-term wealth created, the awesome 10x system, the investment principles, how do you strategize to the process, and then once you do that, you already know the process. Go to the courses again, and then every day join us in our classes. So 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. Philippine time. I do have Zoom video classes, no? So let's say 5:30 to 6:30 you can't come. It's okay. So you could see August example. Yesterday, I discussed August 10 for solar, the American Solar Company, better technology with carbide thallium. Last week, this was in our free coverage. So every Friday, I have free picks. So I have free videos. That was the no-brainer stock picks for easy money. And then, of course, we have some Polish games here. 11-bit Studios, Make Your Mark, Bluebird, Best in Horror Genre. We have some awesome 10x new members Q&A. We have some overview summaries, the companies that I discussed last January. How did we do? 10x companies you've never known of. So I discussed the creepy jar here. Making money while sleeping, hard work involved before markets open. I discuss here Facebook. We've got Agora, Tattooed Chef, Canadian Solar, CrowdStrike. Those are your, of course, during April, we discussed Zoom video. We discussed URC. We've discussed a lot of things. You will see in our classes more ideas, Serens, and Seragon, 5G picks. So yun, basically, that's what you get inside the classes. You go to the Awesome 10X class, and then you learn about these companies. And then, of course, we handhold people. You could see that, for instance, earnings transcript, example, earnings transcript. So we are aware of our video games like Take-Two, what happened to Take-Two, what happened to Amazon's earnings, what happened to this Apple earnings, and so forth. Like we can also go to the electric clean energy. What are we studying in the electric space, diba? The future of solar, the path to 1 million miles, what's happening on the general space, what's happening on the gold, all of these stocks, video games. Then we have these summaries. The summary is a way for people to just read companies that we like. So example, I'll show to you a sample of summary for those who aren't aware. So let's go to example, July 29, buy FMCI from $12.50 to 16, accumulate low July 29. This is a little bit speculative, but it has a great worth shot. It's worthy of your time. So take a look at Tattooed Chef. Canadian Solar, invest 3 to 5%, $25 or lower. Let's see in the next 3 years. So okay, CRNC by 37 and 33. So we got them right now. So C Limited by 107 and 93. It's currently at 107. C Limited, we were buying this ever since, no? So it went as high as 140 plus just recently, and Serens actually went as high as 50 plus as well after earnings. So yun, those are the kinds of things that you'd learn inside the Awesome 10X channel. We have been promoting a lot of companies winners. So that's what you learn inside Awesome 10X. And we do these interviews. We've had testimonials from Titas of Manila. That's the title today. Just to explain to people, natawa ba kayo? Titas tawag sa inyo, no?
Yes.
Titas of Manila. How Titas of Manila invest globally. Kasi syempre, sometimes people are not, siguro naisip nila, anong i-invest ko? Diba? So they don't know, maybe they only know Disney or Facebook, which isn't bad. But we always tell them, hey, there are these companies like I introduced NVIDIA to Minda and Jo. I introduced to them Zoom Video. I introduced to them DocuSign. So we've been investing on these companies since last year. And for those who aren't aware, DocuSign, we were discussing it at about 65. DocuSign now is $200. We've been discussing Zoom Video since 60, 70, 80, as high as $90. Now it's 250. So we have some pretty wild companies. Lattice Semicon, Minda was telling you a while ago, Lattice Semicon, we've been discussing that at $18. Lattice right now is 31, 32.
Wow.
So we have a high batting average. In fact, some people who are new were looking at the Awesome 10X picks. I said 80% ang batting average ko eh. Sabi nila, it looks more like 95%. Kasi they check talaga the numbers eh. Kasi I don't really check this individually. But owing to the fact that we do invest in 10X threads. We only invest in, actually we discussed why we make money while sleeping eh. So you can actually go back to our videos and watch that episode. We discussed how we make double our money, how to double your money investing globally. Actually, I tell people, invest kayo, don't trade. Because trading 10%, it takes a long time for you to keep on trading, when you can actually just invest in it and make 50, 100%, as long as you invest on the right companies. So you will notice, guys, that all of our winners are actually companies that you'd love to buy yourself. If only you could turn back time, you'd tell yourself, how I wish I invested in C Limited the moment Nikki told me. Because even ngayon, some people continue to tell me na C Limited, can I buy it at 100? Will it still continue growing? And actually, you have to answer yourself, is the penetration rate in Southeast Asia climbing up or is it declining? You can answer it naman eh. And I was telling people, if my prehistoric parents are using Shopee, that is a great signal that there is a huge runway for the online shopping of Southeast Asia. So not just games. So Garena, Free Fire, a lot of people have been playing that. Dota. Actually, I had a trivia that I said, did you know that if you bought Nintendo Switch, you bought Nintendo stock, and you bought Nintendo Switch the moment it was released, that was just 4 years ago, 2016, you would have tripled your money. And I'm confident that you'd 10x your money if you just wait another 3-5 years. So Nintendo Switch is doing very well. They sold 450 million digital software sales. So maraming naglalaro ng Super Mario tsaka Animal Crossing during the pandemic. teachers, students, and of course, Animal Crossing has taken the metaverse. What is a metaverse? So children today, ang online dating nila is gaming, guys. They meet
Yes.
each other. That's their Facebook platform. So they meet each other through Animal Crossing or Fortnite. And so the makers of Animal Crossing, of course, made so much money kasi the kids will ask their parents, "Ma, buy me a Nintendo Switch." And then the parents are also using Nintendo Switch. So this is a classic razor and blade model. I always discuss this. I'll give some ideas to the listeners today as well. So most of our 10x picks stem really from business focus. Yun tama. Let me tell you. Kasi Ma'am Minda is a businesswoman. So how is it that you incorporated your knowledge of business to the choice of stocks that you are willing to buy and hold? Kasi may business involved, no? So actually, Joe was saying, nako, Minda is a good businesswoman. She'll do very well in stocks. So how can you tell them your knowledge of business that made you confident in the companies that we are investing upon? Ano yung mataas yung talagang paniniwala mo nakikita yung you know that it's gonna make money eh. So which companies are these?
First, you must be patient in holding those good stocks. Because if you're in the business, you service the good clients. So I just reverse it. No, service the good stock. Because if the business or the company is good, I'll stay with them. Like also my client, if my clients are good, I will service them 100%. So if they grow, I will grow. Just like in the business. If you can see that the stock is good, I'll stick with them because if they grow, I will grow with them.
Yeah, so we have been making money really on secular trend winners, guys. When she said about they're growing, they're good, she's actually investing kasi in companies that keep on growing. So some of the companies in her portfolio are cloud computing kasi may Microsoft yun. She's very bullish on streaming kasi we are seeing that streaming is taking over the entire world, not just America. Of course, we have picks like Roku. It's going to Brazil, going to Mexico, Canada, not just in USA. And then, of course, some of our picks are Disney. Disney streaming is becoming bigger and bigger. Netflix, of course, is growing better and better in India. So some of our picks are quite no-brainers, no? Just adoption and growth. DocuSign was just really adoption. People needed online signatures. So paperless world na tayo. You don't need to sign all the time on paper. You just do digital signatures. And DocuSign is the leader in that segment. I think what you would learn in the Awesome 10X system and what Minda and Jo can attest for you is that you make more money staying with winners rather than buying losers, no? We actually never bought
Yes.
any loser. Most of the companies that we bought were sometimes so well known that it is probably for some people no-brainer na sa kanila yan, eh, no? Na parang what you can make so much money on a Nintendo, on a Tencent, on a Sony. I remember Minda has a very huge position on Sony. O
Yes.
ilang gamers ba may Sony PlayStation dyan? How many people have Sony PlayStation and never bought Sony? How
So
many people have Apple? No? Can make so much
Yeah.
money on Apple. Can make so much money on Amazon and Sony and Nintendo. So we have these companies that are so we call them no-brainers. It's almost so stupid not to own them because we know that they are so profitable. For the Filipinos out there, let me give you a trivia. Amazon made $90 billion revenue in the second quarter. Do you know how much the GDP of the Philippines is in a year? 250 billion. So, ibig sabihin, talo pa ng Amazon yung revenues, isang company versus the entire Philippine nation. Kawawa tayong
Yeah.
Pilipinas. So, if you're not
Yeah.
gonna invest in the best leaders, in the best companies of the world, um, because investing really is investing in the growth of the company. I think I discussed this no na all of the biggest winners in the entire decades. I always tell this diba I said na if you were able to invest in Amazon early on, would you have sold for 100% profit? So for those people, Amazon went from $5 to as high as $3,300.
Yeah.
So 660 times your money. And then of course Apple from 1997, ever since they released the Macs, the computers, and then of course the iPads, the iTunes, the iPhone, the iPad, every tablet in the world. So we have 4.5 billion devices. Surprise, surprise. 1 billion of that is Apple. So all the phones in the world. Of course, Huawei is really doing so well, but Huawei is not listed. Those kinds of things. Those are so obvious. But I always tell this to people. People overestimate the days, but they underestimate the decades. Decades, not days. So actually, to everyone listening, I because I keep on repeating and repeating. Some student already told me, Nikki, just make an awesome 10x 10 commandments so that everyone new and old can just go back to the 10 commandments. Parang may 10 commandments, no, thou shall not, the version. So in our awesome 10x system, it is a financial crime to sell your winners, actually. So it doesn't mean that you're 100% up that you are selling. It could go 500% up. Just because Nintendo right now, let's say you have Nintendo and you're up 300% in the last 4 years. How cool is that? You sleep, you make 300%. Actually, there's only one thing to do when you have a winner. You add on to your winners, right? We always say that if you have money, continue to add on your winners. And then it doesn't matter if you have a loser because your winners will far outpace your winners. That's why we try to be diversified. So sometimes, like Disney was our awesome 10x pick. Actually, during the COVID pandemic, Disney became a loser. Kasi nga, sarado yung theme park. So I really told people na, guys, we cannot have Disney, no? Kasi Disney is not having a great time in a COVID world. But recently, because Disney is trying to amp up its streaming efforts and they're trying to do digital streaming with Mulan movies, I gave a buy signal again for Disney na okay, we can go back to Disney again. So yun, we do actively track. So I am a passive holder. Usually kasi if it's doing well, wala ka nang gagawin eh. Hawakan mo lang yan kahit mag 500% up na yan, 1,000% up yan. And if you can see that the penetration rate is too small, that it has room to grow, it is quite foolish to sell eh. Example, online shopping is just infant. Infant lang yan in Southeast Asia. Compare mo to Latin America, compare mo to abroad, to China, compare mo to USA. Eh nakita mo, decades yan eh. That is not a 1-year trend. That is a 10-year, 20-year trend. So people have really changed their habits already. The behavior has changed. People used to date personally, now online dating. So I also discussed to you the business of love, no? The business of dating. So do people know that you could 10x your money in dating apps? If you guys invested in Tinder, the owner of Tinder is Match.com. The IPO of Match was something like $10. Now it's $120. Recently, Match Group shared that 500, basta $600 million of revenues. People are swiping left and right. People are connecting with others through video streaming, live streaming. So I remember I have friends telling me before, that was like maybe 9 years ago, they were saying na, wag ka mag-online dating kasi ano yan, maraming mga scams dyan, yung mga makikilala mo dyan are bad people. But how common right now is it that I have some friends, they met their boyfriends or their significant loved ones through dating apps, through Tinder, through Bumble, through Coffee Meets Bagel. And I'm pretty sure that in the next 10 years, a lot more people will meet others online. virtual. But of course, they will eventually meet others after the virtual online, offline. But you can imagine, di ba? People can connect online. And then, of course, online education. It is booming. So we have picks for all of the people. I've picked Kulern and Yotao. And I was telling them about online education before COVID time because I believed in this trend, secular trend. So COVID only accelerated our stock picks. And Yotao is 300% from our pick. Kulern is 300% from our pick. And I was telling Ma'am Minda, if I have a child, he might not even go to Ateneo or LaSalle in the future because I might just enroll him in plural site and tell Microsoft to teach my child, di ba? What is online education today? I just need an expert to teach someone online, and they can meet the other students also online, and of course there will still be an interaction involved. But you can imagine that education, I can reach people across the globe. How cool is that? I'm actually happy. In a way, I was telling people, I am like an online educator, right? So this business of mine is also an online education. So I developed a system. I shared it to more people so that they can benefit because it benefits me. If I can make money while sleeping, if I can prove to Minda and Jo and all the other students that we can all make money while sleeping, how cool is that, diba? So, and we continue to promote education. So, we have a free channel. It's every day, consistent yan, guys. Monday to Friday, every day. So, I have a free YouTube channel. I give chart updates. That is for free. And then for deep dive lessons, I do it Monday to Friday. Fridays are always free because it's one way that I want to encourage Filipinos. And I also do it not just for global. I also do it for local. We mentioned Pure Gold, no? Pure Gold, we were saying na, oh, pandemic time, this is an essential supermarket goods. So, impossible for this company to falter. Everyone has to go to supermarket no matter what. They have to eat. No problem yan. Yung mga Walmart, Costco, Pure Gold, and so forth. No? So, yeah, so we were early in mga renewables kasi we were studying solar. So, it's easy for us to detect the global trend. Um, I keep on talking. Dapat kayo yung magsalita. Maybe, I don't know, has investing globally made you happier that you are seeing the world through the global lens? Kasi Microsoft, Amazon, galing, no? How encouraging is it to actually own a company na ang CEO is Jeff Bezos? 'Di ba? Parang
Imagine
how can you not sleep
internationally,
well at night? International tayo, OFWs tayo when we are investing. We are investing in the world's best companies. 300% increase. Mga companies kasi na yan global eh. Hindi naman yan local lang. So everyone is using it. Zoom is a global company. Imagine having ownership of a company that is influencing and changing hundreds of millions of lives. Can you imagine that? And possibly a billion lives a day. Imagine Facebook,
imagine
no?
before I was just using my iPhone, my iPad. Now I own Apple.
Oh, yeah. If you bought Apple early on, ever since the first 1997, 1998, you'd be more than 1,000 times rich.
But
Should you okay, this is a good question. People are asking, should you invest a big sum? Minda, are you willing to share to them how large or how small did you start? Most of them started with just less than. I'll honestly tell you. I told Ma Minda that she should start with just less than $10,000 because she shouldn't
yeah,
invest in something that she isn't aware of, and then eventually for she learned na kasi, marunong na siya, kumikita na siya eh. If you are making money, foolish,
you should
it is foolish to
you should
just say, no? Ikaw,
yeah,
Minda, tell them how did you guys start?
and
I don't force people eh. They can start with $1,000, $2,000. You cannot you invest what you're
you
comfortable with.
start that happy with it that whatever happens, it's okay. You should start that way. And then you learn little by little. If you're happy, the add.
So she's
Oh
been
my
adding to
God.
her account. She's been adding some funds to her account because she is confident. You aren't gonna sell your ano. She has C limited at 63. So of course, if she met me earlier, she'd have gotten C limited at 36. But even at 100, we aren't scared. If she has money, you should still buy 100, 110. If it falls ng $80, so what? We have the best company in the world. It's gonna take over the entire Southeast Asia. So we like to own winners. There's a question. Any comment on buying mining stocks and royalty streaming companies? So mining stocks, we have been advertising this. We have been discussing Nicolasia. That would be a mining related play. I have Albemarle lithium ion. It is the supplier for your Tesla. Um, Nicolasia, of course, supplies for all the electric vehicles. So those are great mining names. Mariano Gold, Freeport, Macmoran, FCX, GAU, GAU. What is the link to your class? YouTube. Go to my YouTube channel, awesome10x.com. The website is, you can go to so we have two versions. You go to my free version, which is the YouTube. And then go to the class. We have this. I'll show you that right now, no? YouTube. I'll show you ngayon the YouTube. So, Awesome 10x. Just go there. Awesome 10x. So you could see that we have 1,500 subscribers, yay. 155 videos. You can subscribe and click the bell for notifications. So you can see the latest videos. That is every day. This is streamed one day ago. We discussed August 10, August 11. That's every day, guys. So we discussed the attention economy, August 7. Some of our no-brainer picks. Actually, you could see that if you were following us, even on the free channel, it is so easy for you to make 100%. Nickel, electric beneficiary, July 6. APX, gold bugs. Okay, so you know naman what happened eh. We talked about this. Tingnan nyo, June 10, July 2, SE, May 8, pera na conversion. Take a look. How did the dropout bounce back and makes money in the global markets? Fangs, should we panic? You can read, you can watch all of our videos, no? So these are all for free. USA, all-time high, late na ba ako? Streamed 1 month ago, guide to the awesome 10x system. Finally, ACPH breaks out and gets recognized July 30. Just Apex Mining, Nickel Asia, shining bright. So you will notice that we are always ahead of the curve, guys. Before pa umangat yan ng 50%, na-mention yan sa Awesome 10X na winner yan. So I'm proud to say that this is a career that I love. I love to find winners. So I love to invest in winners. That's why the secret talaga to the Awesome 10X system is I do spend parang ano ko dyan, think about it as basketball. Parang naghahanap ako ng magaling na player. Hinahanap ko yung mga Michael Jordan. So pag nahanap ko na yung mga Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman, yung mga LeBron James, mga Kobe Bryant, di ko na yan bibitawan. Hawakan ko lang yan. Tapos hanapin ko yung mga bago, Kyrie Irving, Steph Curry, Luka Doncic, sell my winner. So example, even in the music space, kwento ko yan na parang, can you imagine, 10 years ago, Harry Styles, Neil Moran, all the One Direction, they were just auditioning, di ba? They were auditioning to the One Direction band. Before pa One Direction, the UK, the UK X Factor. So can you imagine, 10 years ago, they had the talent and people loved them. Simon Cowell saw the potential. So the 5 people, he banded them up and One Direction became billions of dollars of revenues. For the question, the royalty streaming companies, are you discussing Are you talking about Korean companies or a specific? So kasi this is the sad thing. I know there are some 10x names in Korea, but IBKR kasi doesn't allow us to buy Korean names na. So parang ako, nasasad ako kasi alam ko yung mga 10x names, di ko naman siya mabili. So lalo lang ako nasasad. For instance, I'll tell you, a Korean company, which is the Tesla supplier of all the batteries, is LG Chemicals, LG Chem. 300% yan if you bought it last year, kahit hawakan mo lang today. Pero, wala namang kwenta yung alam ko na knowledge kasi hindi naman ako makabili ng Korean companies. So, natutuwa ako na meron kaming pwede. I'm happy to say that we can invest in US, we can invest in Chinese companies, Hong Kong companies, Japanese companies, Poland companies. We have made money on Alibaba and Tencent. Which among the Chinese stocks have the biggest upside potential? We've made 500% on Pintuato. I'm happy with that pick. We've made about 100% return on Huya, esports. We have pitched Razer 1337. It was a free awesome 10x class. Every Friday kasi I give our picks have done 100% wins. Even if you just watch the class, buy it on that Friday, you've made money. So how easy is it, no? I give money for free nga. That's why people are saying that this is such an underrated YouTube channel. If you actually watch our YouTube channel every day, just do it every day. Every day you'd learn something and you'll make money. Minda is so happy. Oh, she has Serens. If she didn't listen to class, she probably didn't know that Serens was a wonderful company. Oh, see? Oh, 50% up na. So you guys who don't have Serens, you have to buy it at $50 kasi we got it ahead of you eh. If you can get it at $30 or 36, edi better for you. Even better. Of course, there's so many winners. You have so many winners. JD, Pintuatuo, Alibaba, Tencent, these are no-brainer stock picks. But I'm so happy to tell you that Pintuotuo, I pitched this last year, even before people were saying that it was a winner. It was so obvious kasi that it was a winner eh. C Limited, I was discussing it. Obvious no winner, pero people kept on saying na hindi. Ayun, tumameme sila nung nag-13x yung C Limited. $10 to 140. Magagawa ko. Ganun tayo kagaling eh. Sorry, hindi tayo arrogant. Sinasabi lang natin na we do a lot of hard work. If you actually go to our Awesome 10x, just watch our YouTube channel. I mean, you could see naman na I have so many videos and it's consistent. So the secret to the Awesome 10x system is really, sabi nga ng friend ko parang outsource worker ako. Total, gusto ko rin naman maghanap ng players na mga winners, in-outsource niya sa akin. O, Nikki, bigay mo sa akin yung mga Awesome 10x winners. Bebet lang siya sa lahat ng yon, panalo naman eh. 80% nga sabi ko, ang sabi ko mga 80% yung hit ratio ko. Tapos sabi niya parang 95% hit ratio naman, hindi naman 80% eh. Sabi ko, grabe talaga ngayong COVID pandemic, halos di ako matatalo eh. What stocks with dividends do you recommend? I recommended last year Conagra Foods, $27. I recommended AT&T, $29 to $30. Dividends, I recommended Kellogg's, $60. These give 3%. With dividends, you can make about 2 to 3%. Tapos ang maganda dyan, you have the upside. So AT&T, I think you make a 20 to 30% upside. How about me, Tuan Yanping? I think that you are late if you're gonna buy them now. Meituan Dianping is a delivery play, but I have better companies than that. How about Neo? I think that you are also late. Neo, I was watching Neo at $2. Right now it's at 14. So if you are asking these winners now, you might actually suffer. You might suffer 20 to 30% crashes because these companies have gone way above the normal. And I just think that if you didn't buy it early, sometimes you're late na eh. It's not, example, we got Zoom Video at 80, but if you are buying it at 250, you might be I'm not sure if you are if you'll make money. The probability of making money is 50-50 at this point. Unlike minsan kasi we have companies talaga na if you buy it now, alam mo na if it crashes 20%, mas matutuwa ka pa eh. Kasi alam mo mag 100% eh. Yes, Tencent has dropped because of the ban on WeChat. And so actually for me, if Tencent drops near 480 to 440, it's actually a great time to buy. Because Tencent is one of those companies that is milking money cash flows wise talaga. Epic Games is powering all the Unreal Engine, all the games, all the payments. Tencent is a cash flow machine. Yan yung mga no-brainers. Actually, I have so many stock picks. You can just go to my Friday class. Kasi yun yung mga recent stock picks namin. So I discussed that if you can buy PayPal lower, if you can buy Facebook lower, you can buy Nintendo, Disney, Sony, Microsoft, Apple. Those are no-brainers. You can go to make money while sleeping. And then if you want more ideas, go to our awesome 10X. Kasi ka rin kasi ay April. Oh, paano ka hahabol sa Mercado Libre namin? Wala na. If you didn't buy Shopify at 400, ngayon 1,000 na. O, di ba? So, pero hintayin mo kung mag 500, eh di jackpot ka. Minsan actually, like, di naman namin alam eh, like nag-COVID pandemic, because we knew what we held Shopify fell 20%. DocuSign, actually, DocuSign and Zoom didn't fall. To be honest, hindi siya bumagsak, di ba? Kaya Jo, di ba, we were saying na yun yung pinakamatibay natin na stock pick. Hindi bumabagsak yung DocuSign and Zoom video, lalong lumalakas.
Yes,
So,
ang hirap
yun.
pumasok.
Medyo obvious nga eh, na talagang the more the pandemic was happening, the stronger our company pick was. So actually, May 20 and enter now. May 20 and Ping went up because of delivery. Syempre, May 20 and Ping is the Grab of China. But you can choose our new stock picks. We have stock picks like SoftBank. We discussed this. It's all in the videos, guys. Go to the Awesome 10X. Try to at least watch 1 month worth of videos. Kasi mga 1 month ago na videos, mahahabol mo pa yun. Kaya mo pa yun bilhin. Pero pag bibilhin mo, yung mga 3 months ago na video namin, mainis ka lang. Parang nagyayabang lang kami. Kasi sinasabi namin, buy Nickel at 180. Ngayon, $3 na. Oh, 3 pesos na. Di sasabihin mo, ba't di ako nanood 3 months ago? Malay ko na yun, di ba? So, yun lang. Hindi naman kami nagmamayabang. Siyempre, this video was live streamed every day. Every day. So, meaning, I didn't come from the future. In fact, if talagang yabangan series tayo, you can even watch my July 2019 picks wherein I discussed Alibaba, JD, Pintuotuo during the height of the Hong Kong-China protest. During the violent protest, June yun. I was saying, I remember, June 12 yun, kasi Independence Day in the Philippines. I was saying, bili tayo ng Chinese. Nag-Hong Kong protest, bili tayo ng Hong Kong na stocks. Bili tayo ng Pintuotuo, JD, Alibaba. Meron tayong 100% winner dito. Of course, I was surprised myself that Pintuotuo didn't just go 100%, went 500%. Of course, we bought Tencent at 12. We bought Tencent at 330, 340. We still continue to buy Tencent at 400, 440, 480. Maximum price to enter Tencent is 480. I wouldn't pay higher than 480. So you wanna wait for it. If Trump gives you that blessing, Trump tweeting this China ban,
Nag-freeze?
so guys, I'm happy to all the ones listening, watching this. I hope that many Titas of Manila get to listen to your evidences, how easy it is to make money globally. You just listen to the class, you watch to the class, watch the videos. It's kind of like Netflix video lang. So let me just show to everyone how easy the classes are. So this is the awesome 10x class. So let's say Agora, the next Zoom video powering the real-time communication. So this is how it looks like, guys. So you can watch it. So it's kind of like this. Ganyan siya. So comprehensive. I'll give you a heads up. Kasi we tried about that. Anyway. So ganyan yan. I would have some pics like that. So you could see Vuzi, Velodyne LiDAR, yan. Okay. You can see naman all of our videos. Every day yan. So ano tayo? Masipag si ate. Yung 2,000 pesos a month na binabayad niyo sa akin, sulit na sulit yan, guys. Within a single trade, isang investment lang, kumita na kayo ng more than 2,000 pesos. Kahit na 100,000 lang yung account. Even if it's just a $2,000 account, you will make you will easily make that 2%. So, tinatawag na ako, guys. So, thank you very much. Bye-bye. Sige.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Tinatawag na ako eh. Thank you, guys. So, thank you for listening, watching. Salamat.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
bye-bye.